Excited for our seniors to finish their last game here with a win. Thought our crowd made a difference. Appreciate the crowd that came out and, again, helped us defensively, which I thought we played really well on defense. You know, got some huge stops, turnovers, really sealed the game in a lot of ways for us. Guys are flying around, getting to the quarterback, because that's a good offense. They got some weapons. You saw punt and turn and big deep balls, number 2. I mean, that guy can play. And so really pleased with how we played on defense. And then offensively, you know, great start, moving the ball. I thought Jake was in a nice rhythm early, protecting him for the most part, getting some points on the board, and then in the second half had enough to finish the thing off.
Coach, you've taken a team that, being honest, was considered arguably one of the worst teams in college football, right? The kids are down, the morale is down. It seems like the support for the whole football program is kind of down. And in a matter of 2 seasons, you've turned that around. Just talk about that with your staff, kind of what you told the players and everybody.
Yeah, I really go. It starts with the players and them choosing to go to work and believe and following some direction. I do feel like we got a big-time staff around here. These guys have been in it for the long run and battling through some ups and downs last year, more downs than ups. But staying consistent and positive and optimistic with the players, and these guys have continued to work, and these players are the ones now winning games on the field.
First question: Did you think that Herm was going to go for 2 there on that touchdown after the touchdown, or? It
didn't shock me. I didn't know what he was going to do, but you're on the road, and the way the game was going, they had opportunity to take the lead right there. I can see it.
And then what prompted you to go for it on 4th and 2 there?
Right. Well, some of it was everybody's out of timeouts at that point. Once we used our last one, again, we go try to win the game. And 4th and 2, we can get 2 yards, we win. I'll take our chances with it. And end of the day, yeah, we wanted to end on offense, and we got it.
Jonathan, can you just talk about the play that David Morris made, you know, forcing that fumble at the goal line? Have you been a part of a play that was so impactful, you know, that you can think of just off the top of your head?
That was a huge play because, you know, we keep coaching them. You keep fighting until they're in, and they weren't, and that was a huge stop. We got the huge turnover as well, and David's a guy who's overcome a ton, and so I was pleased for him to make that play.
And speaking on that a little bit, was there maybe a little extra pride to wrap up Eno Benjamin after last year and that contest? Do you think the guys are maybe a little bit more jazzed to get to him a little bit more?
I mean, I think they're jazzed to play well. You can see it visually, the strides we're making defensively. We don't talk a ton about last year or trying to respond from this last year because we had been using that mantra each week, it seems like.
Jonathan, as a player, you were part of some great post-game celebrations. That scene on the field tonight, did you get emotional about that? How did you feel about that?
You know, it's exciting for, I think, everybody involved, fans included, our players, to have a tight, close win, come out on top. And these kids deserve it, man. They've just been working so hard. Shoot, the locker room celebration was just as fun when it was just us.
How big, then, kind of looking ahead, is a win like this, winning 5 games for you as you continue to build the program and on the recruiting trail?
Yeah, there's no question that winning helps, you know, whether it's morale, belief, confidence, recruiting, recognition. And that's what you're trying to do each week. And so to be sitting here with 5 and got 2 more opportunities to get to 6 is huge for our players, and I know they'll work pretty hard for it.
Coach Jake was saying today was more emotional for him because this is the finality of his career. You're saying goodbye to a lot of seniors, 2 years coaching them now. Can you just kind of talk about what the seniors have meant to this program now, especially building it up for players to come?
These guys have been huge. Been through a lot. Transitions are unsettling for a lot of people, and these guys have stuck through it, worked really hard, overcome adversity, and each of them have different stories and whatnot. Jake himself, but even watching Noah have probably his best game I've seen him play. His last game as a senior was awesome, and so I feel really happy for them. They've earned this, and they still got 2 more opportunities.
Yeah. You touch on this a little bit, but you haven't really wanted to talk about bowl games. But now, if you win the next one, you have a bowl game. You know, what kind of incentive is that, and how do you look at it going forward?
Yeah, I mean, that's postseason play is a huge incentive. I mean, we got a chance. We do. We got 2 games left, 2 tough opponents. I know these guys will come back to work. Going to ask them to stay focused on the work because it's ultimately how you play. If you're doing your job, you know, it's not really about desire. Who wants to go to a bowl game more? It comes down to executing and playing. And we're going to need to do it against the next two opponents.
Anything to be concerned about? Isaiah Dunn, Josiah Irish.
I think Dunn is initial is a short-term thing. Irish, not certain at all at this point.
One more real quick thing, Coach. On the bowl game specifically, it's not just the game, it's the practices and the value of those,
Yeah.
you know, an extra spring, basically. Can you just talk about what that would mean to a growing program?
Yeah, that is a huge factor in the bowl games beyond just the recognition to play another game. You get to practice more, you get to develop some talent, and that's why you're trying always to get into the postseason to get those 10 extra.
Coach. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.